Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you guys are able to join me here today. We are going to be taking a look at the month of December for the general collective. This is going to be our monthly forecast here, going over everything that we need to know this month, you guys. And I'm just blown away that we're even looking at the month of December already. If you're in the United States, tomorrow we are going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, so I decided to take the time to sit down while I have the time to do this reading. I haven't been putting up as much content. If you've been following along, I've been having some health issues, finally getting the ball rolling, and it really is rolling. I've already seen one specialist, an OBGYN. I go Tuesday for an ultrasound. He did a bunch of tests. Friday the 19th of November when I went to him for the first time, so waiting for results there. And then I'll go back and see him again December 10th to discuss surgery options, more options of whether I have a complete hysterectomy or if I just have my left ovary and tube removed and uterine ablation. It all depends on results from the tests he did on Friday and the ultrasound that I'll have next Tuesday. And then December 6th, I have an MRI on my brain. So once that's done, then my regular doctor can get me into a neurologist. So it just seems like there's a lot going on, and your girl has been wore out. But here we are. We're going to look at the month of December here, you guys. Wanted to show you that, and I will try to get a New Year 2022 reading out as soon as I possibly can as well, you guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and for sticking with me. I have been putting things up daily, or trying to, on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok, you guys. So all of that will be in the description down below if you would like to follow me there as well. So anyways, you guys, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. If you're new to my channel, I want to say hello and welcome. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I'm happy to have you as part of the Spirit Tribe. The way I do readings, I do tarot and oracle and the mini decks, as well as I interact with my spirit board. It's another way for me to connect with everything that I have going on neurologically. Sometimes I have a lot of spirits that want to come in and talk, and this is one way that it helps me focus. So if you see me interacting with my board at all, just know that's another way that I connect to my guides and my angels to get further information, you guys. So and also, if you're not new, thank you for hanging in there and for all of your love and support and staying subscribed and watching my videos, you guys. It really means a lot to me, and I wish that I still had the energy to do daily readings and everything. Maybe after things settle down a little bit, I'll get back in a groove. I don't want to say normal because, I don't really know what that is, but maybe I can get back into a routine and into my own groove again once things settle down a little bit. So all right, you guys, we are saying hello to December. We are welcoming this new month in. Now, remember that this reading is for the general collective. It is for every single one of us. So, not everything may resonate. And you know what? That's perfectly okay, you guys. If it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. Don't try to force things to fit that don't. Just leave it for someone else, you guys. Not everything always fits us to a T, but what is meant for us is meant for us. So, all right, you guys. Hello, December. What do we need to know this month, Spirit? What energies will be flowing with me this month? Where should I be focusing my attention this month? Yes. What challenges might I face this month? Oh boy. And is there something I should work towards letting go? Sometimes we just need to let go of things, but that can be a really hard thing. All right. So we had the Five of Wands come out. We've had Justice come out, being directed to keep both of those. What else is it that we need to know here, Spirit, as a general collective for this month of December? If it applies, let it fly, let it pop, let it flip. All right. We have the Nine of Wands, okay, being directed here. So first of all, we got 5 and 9 of Wands. So we're already seeing some fire going on here. All right, Spirit. What else do we need to know here? If it applies, let it fly. Let it pop, let it flip. Whatever it is that we need to know here, Spirit, as a general collective. Thank you for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth. Woo. In all matters. All right, 8 of Wands, Spirit, and getting a yes. So there we have that. Wow, so much fire here. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Swords, getting a yes here. So I'm going to leave that turned up for the bottom of the deck energy. Don't know how well you can see that. 2 of Swords. All right, so what energies will be flowing with me this month, Spirit? What energies? We have Justice coming through here. Oh boy, some justice on our side this month of December. Where should I be focusing my attention this month? On this 9 of Wands energy here, focusing our attention. All right. What challenges might I face this month? And we have the 5 of Wands coming in for our challenges here. Very interesting. All right, is there something I should work towards letting go of? And we have this 8 of Wands coming in here. So, all right. Give me just a moment here. And we also have the bottom of the deck energy here, which is this 2 of Swords that we will touch on as well. All right, so we have Justice here, you guys, for the energies that will be flowing with us this month. So Justice is Libra energy here, you guys, coming through, whether we're male or female. And Libra could be anywhere in our birth chart, but even if you don't have, it's okay, if you don't have Libra anywhere in your chart, it's still okay, you guys. You know, justice represents fairness and honesty and acting in a way that is ethical, that is right, you guys, you know, and those are the energies that we're carrying with us into this month of December that will be with us all month long. Justice is on our side. So, you know, before making important decisions, you know, we really want to weigh everything, you know, and make the best decision that we can for ourselves. And, you know, we have to be accountable. We have to take responsibility for our own actions. And, you know, Justice has her sword of truth, you guys, and she's cutting through all of the BS and everything, you know, to get to the truth, to clear it all out of our way, you know, so we have that clear path. We can see things clear. We can act with a clear conscience. I hope that makes sense. And, you know, she represents balance, you guys, and it takes a lot of balance, you know, to even navigate this journey called life. So, you know, some things, when we weigh them, and, you know, it may show, hey, we shouldn't do this, and if we decide to do it anyway, you guys, you know, we have to pay the consequences. You know, we have to be accountable and take responsibility. Like, yeah, I was warned not to do that, but I really wanted to, so I did it. Your girl is guilty of that. So if you find yourself in that kind of situation, you know, whew, you ain't alone. But, you know, events in our life sometimes, things that happen, you know, they seem unjust, they seem unfair, but there's always divine order to the universe, you guys. Sometimes when things have been out of balance for a long time, the universe has to, you know, reconfigure and set the balance again. So, you know, kind of like when the wheel turns, you guys, is what I'm being shown here in my mind's eye from spirit. You know, the wheel turns. And, you know, sometimes it's favorable and sometimes it's not. But, you know, if everything was hunky-dory all the time, you know, and we didn't know what it was like to struggle, we wouldn't be as thankful, we wouldn't be as grateful for the good times and the good things that come into our lives, is what Spirit is giving me there. So, my goodness, lots going on with that justice. So, you know, it's a reminder to be just and fair in all of your dealings, you know, with other people, you guys. You know, if you want people to be just and fair with you, you have to first, you know, send that out into the universe there. So, all right, where should we be focusing our attention this month? And we have this Nine of Wands coming in here. So, you know, the Nine of Wands can be defensive energy, you guys, but, you know, it's also about being patient and being perseverant. So, you know, sometimes when we really want something and it seems like it's just out of reach, you know, we can become impatient, we can lose our focus on it. But, you know, we're being cautioned to not lose our patience and to remain vigilant, to remain perseverant, you guys, because there are things that are being worked out behind the scenes, and, you know, we need to watch, we need to wait, and we need to proceed carefully. You know, if your angels and your guides are like, no, don't go yet, you know, it's wise to listen to that, you know, because sometimes we may go somewhere our angels don't tread, you know, and then we're in a whole pickle there. But, you know, it's better to be cautious and to wait and be patient than it is to be caught off guard or to be in a situation like, oh Lord, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this, you know. So if you're being cautioned to wait, I know sometimes it's really, really hard to do so, but it's for a reason, you know. And like this card shows, you know, this woman isn't alone. She has a companion here. You know, oftentimes we go through life and we feel like we're all alone, but we always have someone watching out for us, whether it's our guides, our angels, or people in our spirit tribe. So, you know, we have people on both sides, you guys, that are watching out for us, watching over us. And, you know, let that bring some comfort. Let that bring some peace, you guys, is something that I'm hearing very loud and very clear, you know. And if you're led to do something, check in with your inner fire, you guys. You know, the wands, all this wands is fire energy, and you know, that's the power, you guys. You know, checking in with your own self, seeing where your own fire is at, and making adjustments, you know, as need be. And, you know, justice is going to be on your side, you guys, as long as you're acting in a just and fair manner. So, you know, you got to check in with yourself. Am I being just? Am I being fair? Or, you know, are there some things that I need to work on here? All right, so when it comes to challenges that we may face this month, we do have the Five of Wands coming in here. And, you know, sometimes we put ourselves in, let's see if I can get this out the way it's coming to me, you know, that competitive nature where sometimes we put ourselves in a competition and it's us that did it. It's not, you know, the other person may not even realize that they're competing against us, but, you know, in our mind, in our reality, like, it's a full-blown competition. So, you know, there can be delays, there can be power struggles and conflicts, you guys, that arise, you know, from petty arguments, petty annoyances. So, you know, really examine those closely, you guys. Is it something that you're causing, that you're doing, instead of it being done to you? You know, you got to really check in with yourselves, because, you know, oftentimes it's friendly competition that we can turn into a negative thing, you guys. So we really got to check in with ourselves, because, you know, it's usually like this case, you know, we see the people fighting here, but they're not really, you know, fighting to the death or fighting to kill, you know, anything like that. It's just, I want that alpha position, you know. So, you know, make sure that this person realizes, I guess, that they're in a competition with you, instead of making an enemy out of someone who could be a really great friend, who could be beneficial at whatever it is that you're putting your hand, heart, and mind to here. And I hope that makes sense, you guys. Wow, some really interesting energies at work here. Now, is there something that we should work towards letting go of? And, you know, sometimes we hold on to things long after we're told to drop them, to let them go, you guys. And there was a song that I put on my TikTok today. If you happen to catch today's TikTok, Tanya Tucker, if it don't come easy, you better let it go, you guys. You know, if we're having to force things, then there's no natural flow. So, you know, the Eight of Wands is quick, you guys. Look at all these horses. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. I all of a sudden heard that song, but sorry, my singing is off. But you know, this is quick, decisive action. You know, these horses, they have their destination in mind, and they are full steam ahead. They're not letting anyone or anything get in their way. Nothing is stopping them, deterring them. And, you know, sometimes we really have to set our mind towards that, you know, towards, you know, hey, I don't care what anyone else has to say. If they think I'm crazy, you know, this is where I'm being led to go, and I'm giving it my all, you guys, you know. So, you know, we have to be just as swift and just as powerful as we head towards our destination as they are, you guys. And, you know, not letting anything get in our way, not letting anything break our stride. And, you know, that can be challenging at times, you guys, to not let anything or anyone get in our way, you know. So, whew, I know sometimes we seek approval, and the only approval we really need is from ourselves, from our guides, from our angels, you guys. And when we look for it outside of that, you know, we can get caught up, and then our stride is broken, you know, our fire dims, especially if it's people that aren't supportive of our dreams and our goals. So sometimes it's for the simple fact that they don't want to see you succeed, because then they would have to take a look at their own self, you know. So all right, the Two of Swords was our bottom of the deck energy. And under that is the Page of Wands, you guys. So, wow. You know, sometimes we reach a stalemate, and, you know, we could be waiting, kind of like that Nine of Wands energy, you guys. But, you know, we're still calm, and we're still stable-minded. You know, we're balanced. Swords is air energy. Libra is air. So, you know, justice blowing in here. Some calm, stable energy, balanced. But you know, sometimes we put on that blindfold and we refuse to see the problems at hand. And you know, even if we do want to charge full steam ahead, you guys, we have to do so by looking at things, you know, seeing them for what they are, seeing problems, you know, that we can maybe correct before we're to that point. You know, our guides and our angels are letting us know, hey, you know, pump your brakes just enough that, you know, before you get to this problem, we can fix it, you know. So, you know, you got to really be in tune with your star player and in tune with your guides and your angels. And, you know, avoiding making decisions is still a decision. It's still a choice that you make, and it doesn't solve anything. It doesn't, you know, in fact, it probably causes more problems. You know, and sometimes it's because we're faced with different choices, you know, different paths we could take, and sometimes we just don't know for sure. And like I said, that's why you really have to be in tune with your star player, in tune with your guides and your angels, so that those messages are coming in as clear as possible here. So, all right, wow. Okay, we're going to take a look at love and marriage, career and wealth, as well as happiness and success for this month of December. So, all right, this is going to be our tea leaf. For the regular tarot, I was using the Crystal Visions tarot, and this is the tea leaf deck here. I try to remember to tell you guys that. All right, Spirit, for this month of December, for the general collective, and we already got a flyer. What do we need to know for love and marriage? Wow. Okay, career and wealth, happiness and success. So apparently they are in a hurry to tell us what we need to know for this month, you guys. Love it when that happens. So, all right. First up, we have the claw here, which says, be careful, do not take risks. Now you're being warned, you guys. And then we have flowers for happiness. And then we also have the frying pan here, trouble and accusations. Okay, ooh. So for love and marriage, what do we have going on? Ooh, the frying pan. Hopefully no one gets hit with a cast iron skillet or a frying pan, because that would not be good. All right, career and wealth. We have the claw coming in here. And we have happiness, the flowers, for the happiness and success. So, All right, love and marriage, the frying pan, trouble and accusations. So, you know, I'm feeling this energy coming in here, you guys. This Two of Swords of remaining calm, you know, remaining stable-minded. You know, if you've been acting just and fair and you know that you haven't done anything to be accused of, you're in the right. Remain calm, you guys. Things will work themselves out. You know, if you haven't been, you know, acting in a manner that's just right or fair, you know, you're going to reap what you sow, basically, is what I'm hearing here from Spirit. So, you know, whatever it is that you're putting out there, you guys, now, if you're guilty, you're guilty, and if you're not, you're not. And, you know, things are going to work out the way that they are supposed to, the way that they are meant to. And, you know, like I said, if you know you haven't done these things, remain calm. You know, I have nothing to hide. You know, you want to know, I'll tell you, you know, type of deal. All right, gonna get a lover's oracle message here for love and marriage for this month of December. Right, Spirit, what is it that we need to know here when it comes to love and marriage for this month of December? Woo! All right, well, let's see what we have. A whole lot. So, any more? All right. So, Spirit is leading me to this message here. I'll show you the back of the card. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. You know, to thine own self be true, you guys. And like I said, you know, if you know that you haven't done what you're being accused of doing, you know, then there's no reason. I mean, you can still get upset, don't get me wrong, you know, nobody likes being accused of things, but, you know, sometimes when people are accused, they can make themselves look guilty by their actions. So, I know I'm one of those people like me, like, you know, get offended and everything, because, you know, no one likes being accused, and no one likes trouble coming to their door, but you know, if you can remain as calm and cool, collected as you can, like I said, things will resolve themselves. Things will have a way of working themselves out. You know, and if you know you're guilty, it's better to just come clean, you guys, with whatever it is, and, you know, let the chips fall where they may. You know, because anything done in darkness can be brought to light, you guys. And if you're out doing things that you know are going to hurt your significant other, you know, ooh, you done put yourself in the frying pan in that case. But, all right, let's move on to career and wealth. We have this claw that says, be careful, do not take risks. So, you know, that Nine of Wands, you guys, is telling you to wait, to watch, you know, for that green light, you guys. And some risks, you know, we may decide to move full steam ahead and it not pay off, you guys. That's why we really have to be paying attention and know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run, you guys. So, all right, going to also draw on affirmators at work here. All right, Spirit, for this month of December, for the general collective, when it comes to career and wealth, and this claw here, whoop, modesty. All right, so we have modesty and the little sloth. I love sloths. His shirt says, my bad. So this says, I am willing to be wrong. I am willing to not know all the answers. I'm even willing to admit to my boss that I screwed up. Behind all this humility is the me that knows it's better to be modest than to be a die-hard, try-hard, know-it-all. Isn't that mature and gracious of me? You're welcome. Oh my goodness. So yes, you know, you're being warned ahead of time, you guys, to be careful and to not take unnecessary risks. Now, there are going to be some situations where the risks are necessary, but, you know, proceed with caution still, you know, and willing to admit, hey, I'm wrong. Hey, I screwed up, you know. It shows your maturity. It shows, you know, that you can be accountable for your actions, that you're willing to take responsibility for your actions. So, wow, I love this reading, you know. It may not all seem too positive, but, you know, you can spin a positive for yourself, you guys, at any time. And happiness and success, you know, we have the flowers here. That's literally a green light for us to be happy, you guys. You know, and for me, this is saying it's your choice, you know, of how happy you are. You know, it's not on anyone else. It comes from within, you guys. If you choose to be happy, then happy you will be. And if you choose to be miserable, whoa, look out, right? Same thing with success, you guys. If you see yourself as successful, then you indeed are successful. So, all right, let's get the answer is simple here. I almost drew a blank. All right, Spirit, for this month of December, for the general collective, when it comes to happiness and success, and we have the flowers here. Got a flyer. Let's see. All right, so we have Say No here coming up, you guys. And, you know, saying no can be one of the hardest things that we do. You know, we tend to sometimes say yes when we feel pressured, especially by other people that we, you know, we may not want to let down. We may not want to hurt their feelings, but then we let ourselves down, you guys, and we hurt our own feelings, and then we're left with feeling like, oh, I should have really said no. Why in the world did I say yes? You know, and we're being instructed, we're being guided, if I can even talk here. And, you know, sometimes saying no and walking the other way is the hardest, best thing that we will ever do. And it's necessary sometimes, you guys, because we don't want to get caught up in a situation that we should not be in, that we know is not good for us and even good for the person, the other person, you know. So sometimes for our own happiness, for our own success, we really have to stand our ground, plant our feet firmly, and say no. And, you know, it's not open for discussion. You know, it's not a no, but hey, try to make me change my mind. You know, it's a firm, solid no, and it doesn't mean that it's easy. You know, in fact, it can be quite hard, but, you know, if we're being told to say no, then we need to say no, and we need to let our no be no and our yes be yes and nothing in between, you guys. So, you know, say no for your happiness, say no for your success, you know, when you're led to, and, you know, the opportunities and the blessings that are meant for you, they're going to open up, you guys, and you're going to arrive at your destination right on time. All right, the universe has our back. All right, Spirit, for this month of December, what is it that the universe wants us to know here? The universe always has our back, you guys. Our guides and our angels always have our back. So what is it that they want us to know for this month of December, Spirit? Thank you for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth. in all matters and in all things. Thank you, Spirit. If it applies, let it fly. Let it pop, let it flip. Whatever it is that it needs to do to get my attention here. All right. Oh, we have two. So the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Wow, really let that sink in, you guys. You know, the moment that we embrace our peace within ourselves and we surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe, our guides and our angels can truly get to work. And you know, if you're someone that likes, you know, I'm one of them people, I like control, you guys, and learning to relax and find peace and, you know, trust that, hey, they're working behind the scenes for my greater good on my behalf. You know, that can be hard for me. So if you're someone that finds that hard as well, you know, just remember, once we surrender the outcome, things become so much easier, you guys. We're filled with peace instead of stress, because that's what happens when we're like, oh, I gotta have we stress ourselves out, you know. So, or I know I do anyways. And then we also have I choose love no matter what. So, you know, sometimes we have to say no to some things in order to say yes to love, in order to say yes to the things that are better for us. You know, we're saying yes to our angels and our guides in the universe being able to work, you guys. So wow, beautiful, wonderful, amazing energy right there. All right, a daily healing. All right, Spirit, whoop, for this month of December. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so soften and open back into love all day long. So, you know, we're choosing love no matter what, you know, and it's allowing our heart space to soften and to open back up into love all day long. So, you know, we're vibing at such a loving vibration, you guys. We're sending that out into the universe, and it's going around, it's picking up steam, and it's coming around full circle. Yes, beautiful, wonderful, amazing energy right there. Love it. All right, a fortune cookie. All right, Spirit, for this month of December, for the general collective, a fortune cookie message here. What is it that we need to know for the month of December? If it applies, let it fly, let it pop, let it flip. Whatever it is that it needs to do to get my attention here. Fortune cookie. I love these little fortune cookies. Oh my goodness. And when you know, we got love again, you guys. So, you know, love is in the air. It's a great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. So, you know, we're choosing love, we're softening, we're opening up, we're learning to put our healthy boundaries in place. We're saying yes to the things that we should and no to the things that we shouldn't, you guys. And, you know, putting up those boundaries, healthy boundaries, is not only good for us, but it's good for the other person as well. You know, it's you know, I love you, but I ain't gonna put up with this. You know, which, you know, some things are just basic common sense, but, you know, we tend to put up with more than what we should sometimes when we do love someone. It doesn't mean that we should stop loving them. It just means that we need to put the boundaries in place, you guys, for our greater good and their greater good. So, you know, if you've been standing here, should I or shouldn't I, will we or won't we, you know, it's in the air, you guys. And, you know, it may be a great time to commit yourself. And, you know, this is whatever you love, you guys. Whether it's another person, whether it's a career, whether, you know, a hobby, or whatever it is for you personally, you know, whatever it is that has your attention, whatever it is that you've been standing on the precipice wondering, should I or shouldn't I, will I or won't I, you know, if you've got the green light, then go for it full steam ahead, you guys. Your guides and your angels are with you each and every single step of the way, you know, with whatever you put your hand, heart, and mind to. Yes, wow, beautiful, wonderful, amazing energy here at work for this month of December. I hope that everyone has an amazing rest of this month of November and a great start to December, as we're going to be ending out this year of 2021. My mind is blown here, you guys. So alright, if you enjoyed this reading, please smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button, you know, give it the old razzle dazzle pizzazzle there. If you enjoyed this reading, if you like the content that I put out, please subscribe. That would mean so very much to me, you guys. I love being able to interact with you guys as I'm able to. If you have any questions, please leave those below. Also, all of my contact, my email and everything is always in the description below if you would like to get a hold of me personally. There's multiple ways to do so. I would just want to thank you guys so much for all the love that you pour into me, and I'm trying to do my best to give it back. So thank you all so very much from the bottom of my heart. I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.